in the South. And, well, my role in the Civil War, just to give you a preview, is I wrote a diary. And it's very, very important, and it was critical, detailed, it was wonderful. Back to my childhood, I was raised in a Southern family. My father was Stephen Decatur Miller, and he was a distinguished Southern lawyer, governor, and congressman. When I had such a wonderful and well-educated day, I was a very smart young woman myself. Very, very smart. I was very intellectual and intelligent, and it gave me the ability to observe and record all classes of people in my diary from the Civil War. Now, when I was a very young lady, I found a hottie named James Chesnut. He was a Brigadier General for the Confederacy. I trailed along with my husband James and recorded instances of the war when they embarked on their voyages. We often quarreled over significant differences in temperament. I was a hothead, and he was more of a reserved man. He calmed me down at much points. Through James, I became friends with Verena Davis. Now, some of you may have heard of the Confederacy President Jefferson Davis. He's very good friends with his wife. Through my relationship with Verena, I recorded things about everybody else because she knew a lot of people, seeing as how she was the First Lady of the Confederacy. And thanks to I was very clever and shrewd, I wrote about each person associated with me in my famous diary. I began the diary on February 18th, 1861, and ended it more than 4 years later, June 26th, 1865. Now, following the Civil War, Mary Chesnut, that's me actually, I like to talk in third person sometimes. I rewrote my diary to condense it. It was originally 400,000 words. As you can tell, I probably had some manly forearms from writing that much. But I condensed it back to 150,000 words, still a lot more than any of y'all have ever written. I captured the growing difficulties of the Confederacy and the Civil War in my diary. My diary is filled with a cycle of changing fortunes during the war. Now, I died at our Sarsfield estate. We had about 6 homes. We were very wealthy, very good off financially. On November 22nd, 1886. So if you do the math, I lived about 63 years. It's a good amount of life for that time. Now, we had no children, so the inheritance of my diary was left to a friend of